So, all right, here, let's take a look at this. Hey, YouTube, how's it going? It's Neptorka here. This time we're taking a look at the Sensor Tower rankings for October. If you've come to join me on twitch.tv/Neptorka, you know that I play a lot of gacha games, and I've always been interested in this, but I've never actually done a reaction to this. So, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these. I kind of want to go by split region, but we'll kind of go back and forth to the full region or the combined regions if we want to kind of just see how they're doing. But so Girls Frontline China was shut down. I got that, and FFBE that was shut down recently as well. I'm surprised Hegan or Ruthiel still running. 10,000. Oh man. Devil May Cry, Chinese Hegan, a Black Clover M. A lot of people had high hopes for this, and I guess it's just fallen flat. Alchemy Stars, I wanted to like this so much. I think the story and design is presented really well, but everything else is just kind of, I think the gameplay is lacking. Let's just put it like that. One Piece Dream Pointer, never seen it. Or no, isn't this the new one that came out in Japan recently? I can't quite remember. This one was supposed to be good, so it's kind of disappointing to see it do so poorly. Dislight, I don't know how they make money, to be honest. Captain Tsubasa A's, One Punch Man World, Idoli Pride, Idol Manager. This used to be a lot more popular. D4 DJ, Groovy Mix, okay. Girls Frontline, it's going to continue to work outside of China. It was only shut down in China, and they plan to bring it back, so we'll see if that actually happens. Another Eden, Cat Fantasy, ReZero. This is your standard pump and dump game. Tag on to a popular IP, and then you just like get as much money out of it as you can, and then peace out. Girls Frontline in the States is still kind of doing okay. Let's see, Neuro Cloud. Gosh, that's like the other Girls Frontline. Oh, but that's the Japanese version. Okay. Yeah, but that's still doing way better than the other one. I didn't know that Neural Cloud was doing better than its the base Girls Frontline. Girls Frontline's been out for a while though, so. Damn Matchy Battle Chrono. Oh my gosh, can I not, speak clearly today? Danmachi Battle Chronicle. And they're gonna continue to be in the dumps here until they fix their how they do until they fix their monetization practices. It's crummy. Alchemy Stars, once again, the global version is doing way better than the interesting. Okay. Legend Clover, never heard of it actually. Octopus Traveler, that has really fallen off. Bang Dream, Neural Cloud, there it is. Echocalypse. I've heard people call it Apocalypse. I don't know. I always say it as Echo Calypse, but some people are like, well, it's like Apocalypse. So I don't know. I'm surprised it's still doing well. I take that back. I need to actually like try it again and see how it's doing. Eversoul, it's kind of okay. Dislight in China seems to be still continuing to do okay. Guardian Tales, Neural Cloud, there it is. Persona 5, The Phantom X. This will be interesting if it goes more global. AFK Arena, Danmachi Battle Chronicle. Doesn't surprise me that it's doing better in Japan. Danmachi is actually a really popular IP over in Japan. Atelier Resleriana. I love Atelier games, but the how they chose to do graphics, I don't like it when games they're like, okay, we'll do 3D graphics, but we're gonna do really crappy 3D graphics. Like, I'd rather just be 2D at that point and have really good images. So we have Lord of Nazarick. This one just came out, if I remember correctly. Princess Connect Redive. It's kind of sad that we don't have that in the States anymore. Thanks, Crunchyroll. Assholes. Guardian Tales, Mobile Suit Gundam, Langrisser. I'm surprised that Langrisser doesn't do better, but it may be just that it's too old and the marketing's really bad. Devil May Cry, Peak of Combat, Ensemble Stars. This one's fallen off. Tower Fantasy. Oh man, man, Tower of Fantasy is headed for end of service because it's a lot harder to keep this game up than it is to keep other games. However, Tower Fantasy does have its own PC client, and that's something you have to pay attention to. A lot of people aren't going to download Tower Fantasy onto their phones. Like, there are better options. And every time you think of phone, like mobile, like revenue, you have to think in terms of like, okay, I only have this much space on my phone. Which games get the nod? Um, and that's going to be the case with them. Counterside, same thing. It's on Steam. We'll see. Aether Gazer. Actually, when we get to Snowbreak, it'll give you a good idea of what I'm talking about. Aether Gazer, Guardian Tales. Aether Gazers has a PC client, but it's no one uses it, so this should be pretty close to where it is because it came out. The PC client came out way later than the mobile version, if I remember correctly. Langrisser, Guardian Tales, D4DJ, Black Clover M. See, it's doing better in the States. Why is it so poor in Japan? That's kind of interesting. All right. Sword of Convallaria, that's dropping off hard. Cat Fantasy, Another Eden. Punishing Grey Raven, Astra Knights of Vita, Terrors of Themis. Some of these I should have tried and I never did. Isn't this another boyfriend simulator though? I can't remember. Eversoul. It's another game that I should really go back and try. Brave Exvius. I thought it was shutting down everywhere. Is it staying up in Japan? I didn't know that. Reverse 1999. I'd be interested to know how much of their profit comes from the PC client. I played mine on PC, but that is definitely a very mobile-friendly game. So I'm kind of wondering what their split is. Punishing Grey Raven, Blue Lock Project World Champion, Final Fantasy War Visions. Here's Atelier, much more popular in Japan, but man, did it fall off this past month. Jeez. I wonder what was going on. I think I saw that they were doing swimsuits. Maybe they had swimsuits last month, and now we're actually getting it in the global version, or, maybe there was just a big banner and it fell off. Puzzle and Dragons, Grand Summoners, Honkai Impact 3rd. These are all kind of boosting up Idoli Pride, Break My Case, okay? Ensemble Stars, Tower Fantasy in China is doing well. That's interesting. Blue Archive. Love Blue Archive. Outer Plane. Man, I can't believe Outer Plane makes money. Reverse 1909. Is this surprising? No, it's not, because Lucy banner dropped before October started. And that's where most people were going to spend their money on, was the Lucy banner. So actually a 200,000 drop, that's pretty good considering the banners that dropped in this game. Like, they would have had like a day of revenue from Mercuria, but Mercuria isn't very popular, even though I really wanted her. I know that people are saving for Anho Nala and others, so this is actually surprising. A 200,000 drop from its first anniversary into now is pretty impressive to only have that much. Dislight still making the same. Let's see, Final Fantasy War of the Visions, Mobile Suit Gundam, Dolphin Wave. I've always wondered if Dolphin Wave is going to come to the States. Don't know if it will. Honkai Impact 3rd, and then Snowbreak Containment Zone. So the interesting thing that I was mentioning about Snowbreak is that I believe the devs have come out and said like 70 to 80% of their revenue comes from the PC client. So take that into consideration. They essentially make 3.6 million. And you can compare that to the others up here. And this is definitely a game that is going to be much more PC client than it is going to be on, your phone. It's kind of annoying to try and play Snowbreak on a tablet or phone. Sword of Convallaria just continues to drop. Aether Gazer, Bang Dream, okay. Girls Frontline 2, I'm waiting for this to come overseas. Hopefully we get it soon. Let's see, Path to Nowhere. I'm impressed this is still going good. Doing good. I like it. Like compared to other things that I had at the time, it fell off for me. So it looks like there was a bigger patch in the global version of the game. So AFK Arena Epic 7 making 825 in China. I mean, they keep getting all of the. Anytime they mess up, China gets compensated first, and then everyone else is compensated if they feel like it. So here's Echocalypse all the way up here. How did it do down here? Here it is. Japanese version was pretty low. Okay. I think I need to give it another try. Give it a fair game. I got the Pope Lady. Last time I played it with the Pope Lady, it just came out, and I just couldn't. Like, the costume was just so ridiculous that I couldn't go any further. Sword of Convallaria, is that doing way better? Yeah, that's really popular in Japan. Interesting. Okay. One Piece Treasure Cruise. Is this the new one that came out? Not the One Piece one down here? Dream Pointer. Yeah, I guess so, maybe. I'm not familiar with it, so. Let's see. Another Eden, Cat Fantasy, Bleach, Persona 5. The Phantom X is in China. Okay, doing pretty good. Langrisser, see, look how much. Oh, this isn't the. Is this the one that I was thinking of down here, or is it a different one? See, here's Langrisser. What is the Langrisser I was thinking of? I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not doing better, to be honest. But it's interesting that it's doing so well in China. Octopath Traveler. Wow, doing way better in Japan. So, I mean, like, you can tell Japan likes these types of games. Octopath Traveler, Sword of Convallaria, much more than Cross Seas. Arknights, Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis, Bang Dream, Girls Band Party, Azure Lane. I'm surprised that they made this much money. It's the Halloween banner, and by the time October had already started, I think the UR event for the anniversary had already been through. So I don't know. I thought the skins looked dumb. So I guess a 400,000 decrease makes sense. Love and Deep Space, the girls coming out in force. Limbus Company, Azure Lane. Wow, what a drop off there. You can see the difference. The Japanese loved their anniversary, let's just say. So that drop off is because the anniversary was done there. Punishing Grey Raven, AFK Arena, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. That's an interesting one I haven't looked at. Seven Deadly Sins, Final Fantasy, Princess Connect Redive. Man, this sucks that it's not in the States anymore. Alright, we have Pokemon Masters EX. Dropped a lot. Jeez. Come on, my headset just turned off. Chinese Azure Lane also dropped off. That's also because of the anniversary, so that makes sense. Tears of Temis, I believe this is another boyfriend simulator type game. Fate Grand Order. I can't believe people still buy anything in Fate Grand Order. Reverse Red Blue Rebirth, and I have no clue what this is. Idolmaster, Cinderella Girls, Starlight, Brown Dust 2. I'm glad Brown Dust 2 is continuing to do well, and it has a PC client, so we don't even know how high it could go. It's definitely something that works well on mobile, but it's also something that you don't want to be like playing out in the middle of somewhere. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's not that popular. Like when you're out and about, you're not gonna load up Brown Dust 2. Let's see. So, okay. Arknights, Fellow Moon, Blue Lock Project, Seven Deadly Sins, One Piece, Dragon Ball Legends, Snowbreak. Snowbreak. How was the global version of Snowbreak? Where was it? Oh, let's do a little cheat here. Where am I? Okay, just keep my mouse here. I'll be able to go over it. Okay, all the way down here. Interesting. Global version isn't as popular as its Chinese version. Um, Man, we'll see what happens with the censorship and how it kind of pans out. Fate Grand Order, Blue Archive global version doing awesome, good. Which is interesting. It's like the 1.5 anniversary. I think the band outfits came out. I'm not a huge fan of them. The next big one will be when all the swimsuits come out near the anniversary and like the battle Hanukkah. Let's see. Our and the Elder Shiroko. Oh, I love Shiroko. Reverse 1999 just continuing to do well. Uh, I'm really interested to see its actual, its actual monetization. Wuthering Waves, Gulong Chao. I don't know how to pronounce that. Fire Emblem Heroes. This is very roughly estimated because I think it like they like round it to like millions. So I don't know how much I can trust that. Battlecast, Dragon Ball Z, Dokkan Battle, Ensemble Stars, Solo Leveling Arise, Epic 7. Still doing okay. I mean, this is after the Harsetti banner. Um, so, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see it. Which is kind of interesting, though, because, well, didn't we just have the really lame banner with that, we had the Epic Dash, but we also had that really lame banner with like the book 5 OC or the book 5 region dude. I can't remember his name. He was a dud of a unit, so I wouldn't be surprised if people were like, "Yeah, I don't feel like pulling for him." But most of their money comes from Moonlight Summons anyways, so Heavens Burns Red, I believe this is coming to global soon. Cookie Run, Love in Deep Space is finally falling off even more. Um, we'll see. Another boyfriend simulator. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Memento Mori got sued for some reason. I can't remember what it is, but seems like it's not going to bother them. ZZZ, AFK Journey, Arknights, Light and Night. Oh, this is another boyfriend simulator. People have found the cash cow. They're like, yeah. The ladies, they want them boyfriends. Thirsting. Okay. Wuthering Waves. Once again, most people are not going to download Wuthering Waves onto their phone. Like they're gonna play it on they're gonna play it on their computer. So this isn't very indicative of how well they're doing. Though 7 million on a phone is pretty darn good. Uma Musume, this should be coming globally soon. Blue Archive, One Piece Bounty Rush, Dragon Ball Legends, Nikke. Another one that's kind of in the same boat as Brown Dust 2. Like some people like wouldn't be caught dead playing this out in public. So a lot of people have this on client. I would be interested to know what the breakdown is though. So Beyond the World. Is this another boyfriend simulator? Like there's so many. Hatsune Miku. ZZZ. I expect ZZZ to continue to drop. Like continually. I think it's going to settle in the like 4 to 5 million range. Let's see, the banners, they had Bernice and Caesar. So the fact that it's dropped that much after what Caesar and who was the other one? Oh, the other one was the Jane Doe. So maybe that makes sense, but still, I expect this to, on average, just continue to drop and drop and drop. Like if you were to look at a chart, you're gonna see it, continue to go down. And that's just because of the nature of the game. It's not going to be as popular as something like Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact. So, all right, and we're reaching the top. Fate Grand Order, man, I just can't believe it's so popular in Japan. I'm not saying that for like Japanese people playing Fate Grand Order. I'm saying that I just think this game should have fallen off everywhere. Um, Honkai Star Rail, huge drop. Wait, what was the banner that? What was the banner that caused that massive drop? Right now we're in the middle of Rappa, but the banner we had before this was Lingsha. Okay, that makes sense. And this is the Fei Shao banner. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Puzzles and Dragons. Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, similar drop off. Genshin Impact. I would expect Genshin to continue to be probably the most profitable game just because it's the most popular game to have on your phone. And, you know, I've encountered people like they can't have both Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail on their phone. Like they can't. So they prefer to have Genshin Impact, which I find nuts, man. If I had a choice to not use a D-pad, like a fake D-pad on my phone, I would absolutely use it. But I guess Honkai Star Rail, you also have to walk around. So I don't have either of these on my phone. Like if I didn't have the ability to play them on PC, I wouldn't be playing them at all. So Genshin Impact definitely, let's see, stayed the same, and it increased. It probably increased overall. What banners came out? Oh, Xilonen. Yeah, that makes sense. In fact, I'm surprised that this stayed the same. That's really surprising. Naruto Mobile. Okay. Monster Strike, and then Levin Deep Space. Interesting. Okay. It's very interesting that we're not seeing, you know, Genshin and Honkai at the top, and that's probably because they're splitting it across the others. So I mean, like if we look at the full, yeah, Genshin is the top. That doesn't surprise me at all. And then the Honkai lost a lot because the Fei Shao banner was last time, and this time it was Lingsha and Rappa. So that's obviously going to happen. Love and D Space, I don't know anything about it, so I couldn't tell you. And then where's ZZZ? Wow. That's huge, man. Where did the global was 9 million. China was 10 million. 19 million? Does that equate? Yeah, just about. Interesting. It's a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. Blue Archive, this makes sense. So interesting. I don't see anything too out of the ordinary. I don't know enough about this to know why it dropped so much, or Dokkan Battle. But everything seems to be rolling ahead just fine. Azure Lane, an anniversary came out, so it doesn't surprise me that it dropped off like that. Fire Emblem Heroes, I don't even think these numbers are accurate. So we'll see what happens. Fellow Moon, I've heard of this. This will be interesting when it comes out, if it comes out globally. So yeah, I mean that's gonna be, you know, it for, you know, Sensor Tower for this month. I'm trying to, you know, think of who's gonna have a really big boost next month, and gosh, I would see Genshin's gonna drop off a lot because I think people are gonna skip Chaska and wait for Movika. Honkai Star Rail, who's coming up next? The new Ting Yun. Yeah, the new Ting Yun and stuff. So this is gonna jump up huge next month as well. So, and Sunday. So, but that'll be like at the end of the month. So it may drop off even more before December rolls around. When January hits, we're gonna find out just how much this explodes. So otherwise, looks pretty good. So, all right. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys want to join me at some time, and you know, I'll talk to you guys later, and we will. If you want to join me on the stream, I'm at neptorka.tv. Sorry, twitch.tv/neptorka, and you know, I will come and hang out with us. But now I'm gonna go probably burn some ZZZ. So I will catch you all later. See you guys.